The key ingredient in an electrical transformer is a substance called polychlorinated biphenyls, PCB, very carcinogenic, cancer-causing substance. So those states hired a tanker company to take the PCB and to put it in a place where it can be properly disposed and legally disposed. So when the company got the money, instead of taking it to a disposal, the tanker trucks came down in North Carolina and dumped it along the highways. Governor Hunt was the governor at that time, and obviously there was an imminent health threat, public health threat, so he ordered all of the dirt to be taken up. It turned out it was 300 tons of PCB-laden soil. So once the states got all this toxins, what are they going to do with it? So they made the decision to dig a hole in a predominantly black neighborhood, agriculture neighborhood, 5 miles south of Warrenton, North Carolina, in Warren County. So what inspired me was, because I was in New York, some women, some children, mainly women and children, decided to lay down in front of these trucks to keep them from dumping the toxins in that hole, which they call a landfill. I'm so pleased the United Church of Christ sent me back to North Carolina. And they said, Reverend Chavis, look, go down here, but don't go to jail again. But there was no way in the world I was going to not join in solidarity of what was happening. And it was in that time that I first coined the term environmental racism. Now, what caused a movement to emerge, and this is the point of media is important, but it's the narrative, and we have to control the narrative. And so, and one of the most unfortunate things after Dr. King was killed, it was this kind of struggle, even among black leaders, to be the leader, rather than a generation of leaders. No one leader is going to take us to freedom's place. We need leaders. And so when I saw Molly Burwell, she had children out there and other sisters in the community from the United Church of Christ, so we organized. And even though I coined the term in the Warren County Jail that night, Reverend Joseph Lowry came, people from Greensboro came, Reverend Johnson, and then the mainstream media decided to cover it because 500 people were arrested. And when people in California and Michigan, in Texas and New Mexico and in the Dakotas and among the Native Americans, they said, well, you know, they're doing that in our community too. So the connectiveness of our movement. Movements are people. C.T. Vivian defined a movement as people moving. If you're an activist, then you gotta inspire and motivate. Sister, your poem makes people move. That's movement building. That's organizing. That's mobilizing. That's controlling the narrative of fighting back, but fighting back to win. And as Sister Tutu reminded us, that our movement is just not local. It's just not statewide. It's just not nationwide. It's global. And now they're getting ready to send people up to space. I would say it's intergalactic. We have to fight for freedom in every place, in every plane, in every vicinity, in every language, in every culture. And And so today, what started in Warren County in 1982 is now a global movement of environmental justice. I just got a text from some brothers and sisters in Brazil. They speak Portuguese, but they're talking about environmental justice in Brazil, which incidentally has the largest African community in this hemisphere.